Welcome to the November 21st meeting of the Vernon Selectboard. We can all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do we have any public participation tonight? Ms. Barbaro.
Thank you.
In the absence of our select board secretary, whoever speaks tonight, if they could just indicate who they are prior to speaking.
You can just sit over here if you want.
Be over by the microphone.
Yeah.
So she has a good recording for the minutes.
Thank you. I just wanted to brief you. Oh, Peggy Farba.
You're practicing, I know. Look directly into the camera.
I'm kidding.
I wanted to brief you on tomorrow's visit to Vernon by ABC News. Diane Sawyer on the ABC Nightly News has decided to feature Vernon, our town, on her Made in America series. And so there's going to be a crowd scene at 12 noon tomorrow, right here at the town hall. And we're asking anybody in Vernon or in the local community who wants to be on TV or just to see how that works, to watch the filming, to come and be part of an enthusiastic crowd that will promote shopping for American-made presents during the holiday season. That's what the segment is about, is buying American at Christmas time, at the holidays. So there's a couple people in the community who have been kind enough to offer some services up to the crowd that comes here, and one of those businesses is the Portside Tavern. They are providing pizza for people who come by, and I was wondering if we could use the basement of the town hall for them to serve pizza. And for people to come in and get warm if it's cold or rainy or windy. And our town clerk has offered to sponsor this event.
Excellent, excellent.
That's okay?
That was one concern. Events such as these need to be sponsored by a specific group, and if Sandy has agreed to do that, then we've met the specifics of the town use of office space policy.
Okay. Okay. Great. Any questions?
And thank you for clarifying enthusiastic crowd instead of angry mob scene.
That's for across the street.
So just if people in the community have a business and they want to wear a jacket with their logo or a T-shirt, that's a chance to get on national TV in front of 20 million people. So. Or if you sell something that you make that's American-made, you might want to bring jewelry or cookies or whatever you might sell. And there's an interviewer, Sharon Alfonsi. She's kind of like the movie star for ABC News. And Diane Sawyer may come here, but I'm not sure. But they'll be going through the crowd and talking to people about who they are, how do they feel about Made in America and holiday shopping, and what do they have in their hands? So it's going to be fun, and I hope people will come.
And it'd be nice to highlight Vernon
In a positive,
outside of
In a positive way.
of
Right.
what we usually get highlighted for.
Right,
So
right.
that's awesome. Thank you.
All right, well, thanks very much.
Cool. And good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
That was running a business in town that I meant to ask who would ask, and I can't think of who it is now.
Well, anybody who has a local business is really welcome to come, and we hope we'll have a good turnout. We've been instructed by ABC to have a huge crowd, so
All right.
Tell them this isn't a huge town.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we will move on to approval of minutes from November 7th.
There's a couple things I saw in there, but I can't remember what it was now.
The only thing I noticed was public participation is listed on both page 1 and page 2.
Yeah. There's something that I saw too, I can't remember what it was.
That's funny. Oh. She was cutting and pasting.
Yeah.
Good question.
It could be a gift certificate. Yeah, gift certificate for chili cook-off. Right there.
Oh, I know. I know what it was, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
On page 4, 8th paragraph down, where it says a motion was made by Michael Ball to raise the ballot clerk's rate of pay, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And then it said, the second was withdrawn by me and motion canceled. But it doesn't explain why. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't, it's like out there and then taken away. And I didn't know if maybe some sort of a, page 4, it's right here.
Oh, that was because of the fact that we, instead of doing it that night, we were going to wait, and it would automatically be built into the budget, and we'd approve it at the time we approve the budget.
Well, I
Isn't
know,
that right?
yes, I know that, but the thing is
So
what
you
I'm
want
saying
a
is,
statement
a little statement in,
like that.
you know what I mean, a little thing in there, so.
Like the motion was canceled because it's not necessary at this time.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. O'Donnell.
I move that we approve the minutes of November 7th as amended by the member, by Ms. Howe. I was going to say the
Well,
member from Vernon.
actually, as corrected, because Mike made one.
Made
and
motions.
Okay,
Chris made one.
as corrected, it's fine then.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of November 7th as corrected. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
I'm going to pass over the chairman's remarks tonight and move straight to the treasurer's report.
Want a cough drop?
Sure.
Is there any more of these we can share?
Yeah, you can have that one, I just signed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really have a good one. They might be old looking, but they're not. Just in my pocket.
Oh, here's this.
Hmm?
If the paper doesn't stick to them.
So lovely. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Right there.
Okay. I don't know if he'll be here tonight or not. Did you ask him about that?
Yeah, I have not
Your
spoken,
capacity?
so I'd rather not say anything until you have. I haven't.
Can you clarify what you just said?
Yeah.
You would rather not discuss this until you have a chance to...
To speak to
Oh, okay,
him, yeah.
okay.
That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Sorry. On that, one I'm going to ratify tonight, it's because it's in between here and here, right? Am I correct? Is that where we got that figure from? I just, I'm gonna go find it. It's in the police one. I have all the. Wow. Vacation day.
No,
I didn't think so.
not by state law. That's weird.
No, that's usual. Well, it is. Well, I'm telling you, I brought that stupid thing. At least I can say I printed it. Printed it, didn't bring it with me. This one.
Same thing here.
Right here. That one. Yeah, we went that one. But I found that, and so I don't know where that was arrived from. Whoops, sorry.
Same thing.
Oh, my goodness.
We don't do that.
On vacation.
You don't do that.
No.
Hours over 40 hours worked, and
Yes,
above
that's what
40
we
hours
told
worked
them.
in a week.
We said that too. I can't remember how many times we said that. Let's see, I was going by an old one, see? And that's why I questioned it.
The problem is we
I'm sorry, now let me see that.
attached to the contract has it.
I always
A copy of the contract, because I didn't bring mine with me.
No, I don't, I didn't ever see it, so I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't. I mean, where would it come from? Through?
CIBPO, we made copies for everybody.
Oh, yes, but, yeah, I didn't think.
I think we need to have
Maybe
a
I'm wrong.
discussion
Let me
about
look. I don't. Sorry. No. So what do we do with that? Do we not
my
pay?
next question.
They've already been paid. And then 1 hour here. Good catch, Mike. Continue.
Patty's got two of them too. I think.
Well, I think we basically make a motion which approves the, with the exception of corrections on, those 4 need to be made. And then,
4 or 5. Oh, no. It's just two.
2 and 2, right?
Yep.
Have
What
to
does
be
that up
made.
to 4?
Unless twins are involved.
Well,
Okay.
they didn't have vacation time.
Sorry?
They didn't have vacation time and overtime, they just had overtime.
Right, but at the top it said vacation.
Oh, no, those were my two. Patty's were just
Just overtime.
extra overtime with no explanation.
Oh. I need to look more closely.
This is a question
There is
right here
another
of
one
mine.
in there, too.
This is mine. So, you didn't have permission to do that.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah, right here is 2. And then she's got 5.
Well, he's got all 2.
Yeah, he's
So
got-
that's 3 of them, right there. There's 3 there, 4, actually.
And I mean, it's not,
Yes.
there's another one.
Yep.
I mean, it's different if the emergency
Right there.
comes up. Nope, that's not it. But that one
Yeah.
has 1 hour. Some other one.
That's nice.
It is. It's good to see that occasionally.
Well,
Huh?
I don't understand that either.
well, how do
Our
you get
wellness
that?
program pays cash
Yeah. There isn't.
directly from the program, not from the organization.
That's weird.
So here's one. And then there's another one that's 3, and then there's another one that has 1 and then 2. And this, I don't remember them advertising for that position.
Or setting a rate.
Or setting a rate, that's right.
Or even approving.
Didn't approve, we didn't set a rate, we didn't hire him, nothing. I don't know what to do.
I think we'd have to basically just state that, because if we turn around and we don't approve it, right, what are our options? Approve it as it is, and not say anything. Approve it, and basically state, and with an exception, that these items have to be corrected. And if there's a number on the top, if there's any way to identify it so we can identify it without basically identifying it by name of the individual that have to be corrected.
There's no reason in most cases for overtime right now,
No, there's not.
at all. Unless there's emergency or something like that.
Oh, something broke down
Right.
at the, at the last minute.
Right.
Something broke down, or the bus needed to have something done to it as they were going out the door, and,
Well, the ones I just showed you, they don't have any of those issues.
Okay, yeah.
No, they would not.
So there's no reason there for overtime.
The only thing I could see is if somebody got hurt, like if a individual that they had under their care got hurt and they needed to basically spend some time with the parents. I'm not even sure that the budget, whether or not that the budget has that built into it.
What's that?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, been there, done
You
that.
found another one.
No,
You want me to put numbers beside them,
Did you guys put down a ruling last year about overtime?
or maybe we can have you or Mike C. go in and speak to her tomorrow about the ones.
She may not even be there tomorrow.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
No.
All right, you're right, though. I agree with Mike. We have to approve these
Yeah.
with the exceptions of the ones, or not with the exception, but the ones that are in question need to be corrected. Additionally, I think there needs to be a very frank discussion about the rampant abuse, I shouldn't say abuse, but the rampant amount of overtime hours that we're seeing right now for apparently no reason.
Oh, sorry. And that,
And then,
Can I see that?
I think is that there's the program needs to be followed, the wellness program. So I think it's that the clarifications are, I think there's three items from what I've seen so far. One, overtime cannot be paid unless, in accordance with the personnel policy,
What I
that
would do with my
40 regular hours have been worked. You cannot take a vacation day and get overtime. So, two, the wellness program is that, for that to be researched, is that a direct payment, or can that basically be done in accordance with the way that this individual took the payment? And three is a clarification of individuals who normally would never have overtime associated with them, justification added to the time card, why that it was a justified expenditure of, especially in these cases, I believe both of those people are time and a half because they're hourly paid individuals. The justification why overtime should be paid.
And the other thing?
the unauthorized hiring.
Unauthorized
right,
hiring.
four things. Unauthorized hiring. For that department head to come to us, or the liaison for that department head to go and speak with them.
Yeah, I'll go. No. You off tomorrow, Bobby? Oh, you're still working?
I'm working.
All right, so there's three here.
This,
There's three here.
three items, or, because I got...
No,
Three
three
signatures. Okay,
signatures.
because I got,
You have more?
no, and the three signatures here.
So with that,
I believe we are.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Miller.
I move that we approve warrants. 11 SG accounts payable, $37,167.56. 45S payroll, $12,223.81. 46S payroll, $10,847.98.
With the corrections made
On the
that need to
four,
be
right.
made on the four issues.
With the corrections made on the four issues.
Okay.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to accept and pay warrants 11 SG, accounts payable, in the amount of $37,167.56. 45S, payroll, in the amount of $12,223.81. And 46S, payroll, in the amount of $10,847.98, with the exception of the four items that need to be addressed and corrected. Is there any discussion? Hearing none?
Oh, did we make plans to, I'm sorry, you said discussion. Are we going to make plans on who will go in and speak?
I will
And talk with Sally
touch
when she
base
comes
with
back?
Sally when she returns, and you will speak with,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'll speak with Miley.
Oh, yes, okay.
Now, we say make corrections. People have already been paid for overtime. You can't take it back.
Well, I believe at least the two corrections where
You can do something
vacation
about.
time
Right.
was used in addition to overtime, something can be done about it. But in the case with your liaison,
Right.
there isn't anything we can do about it other than say this is unacceptable and
No,
incorrect
no,
and can't
no.
happen in the future.
Well, and, and that, I was going to say, maybe we need to send the department heads a letter saying that overtime is not approved unless it's an emergency situation.
We all-
Yeah, if
Or
it's-
well doc.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, but it just, if it's
Okay.
something that's not a normal.
I'll try to draw up a draft and run it by the four of you, and then we can have that sent out as well.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, which leads us to the employee appreciation segment of the agenda. I just to fill everybody in on what that entails is we received an email from the treasurer questioning whether or not this year we were going to do like we usually do, giving out turkeys, hams, or possibly gas cards for town employees. Want to start the discussion with that?
Yeah, I think that we had gotten a later email from Sally saying that she suggested, I think it ended up to be 27 people. I'm not sure, I'm kind of going off the top
Okay,
of my
yeah,
head.
the second email that came out today
Yeah.
indicates that my thought for employee appreciation is to do for those employees who get a weekly payroll check, regardless of the number of hours worked, would receive one of these, and that number would be 27.
27 works out to $37 each for that,
Amount of money in the budget?
for $1,000.
1,000.
I didn't do any of the purchasing last year. Does that fall in line with the cost of one of these items, or?
Didn't we?
I tended to remember it being like around 25
It was.
a pop, and we were able to get hams because we went through Dan up at the grocery store, and because that was 2 times now that we did that before. And he basically went and helped because he goes in and selects. He can select a bunch of them that are relatively about the same size and the same price. So we got turkeys and
Hams.
it was like turkeys and hams. So we ended up getting I'd say 8 or 9 turkeys and 8 hams, and then the rest of them were gift cards for
Right,
$25.
we gave the employees the choice of whether they wanted a $25 gift card or a turkey or a ham. Because the gift cards now have to be taxed. So their gift card would be, what was it, about $22 or something like that, I can't remember, but it wasn't the $25 or something like that. Or maybe, did she do it a little ahead so that it came down to 25? I'm not sure, but
I don't remember.
I don't
how that
remember,
worked
but
out.
something like that. She worked it out. So.
But, if we start to increase, you have to be careful of the population and how you start to increase it, because if you increased it and you opened it up to too large of a population, we don't have enough money to basically cover that.
So, but if we said $25 each, we'd have enough money, right?
25 pieces, 40 people, but
I actually am in agreement with the 27 people.
Okay, because before you were,
What?
The
Tell me.
fire department you're
you
talking
wanted
about?
more.
No, I know it sounded like that, but that wasn't true. What I meant was that everybody that, and then Sally asked me, she said, do you mean everybody that gets a weekly paycheck? And I said, yes, that's what I meant. I didn't mean, seasonal and all that. I mean, that would be,
Yeah,
Too
and
much.
I think in one of your emails, you because we had talked about this before, actually, I talked about this with Todd before,
Yeah.
about gas cards
cards
for
for the-
fire department personnel. And I think that that's something that I'd really like to have a serious discussion about when we start talking about the budget, but there's
Can't
not
be
enough
this
money
year.
in the budget to do that now.
no.
But I do think we need to talk about it when we do the budget, because there has to be some compensation for those folks for driving back and forth to the...
Well, what if we were to maybe throw in a turkey and a ham, or 2 turkeys or something, so the fire department, the EMS could have their own holiday dinner?
I am sure that the fire department and would not be displeased with.
I mean, I would
a
just like
turkey
to
and
at
a
least,
ham.
Acknowledge them.
acknowledge them.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
if we've got a
amen.
little bit of extra money,
Yes, absolutely.
throw a couple their way for a department-wide
We have
celebration.
I think we have room in the freezer.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have it on Thanksgiving or
That's
on
exactly
Christmas,
it,
but,
yeah.
you know, you can, when you want to, Sunday afternoon or something, get everybody together, you can have a nice meal together.
They've actually got a holiday party planned for January, right after Christmas.
Oh, so that would work
Then
out
you don't
well.
have to worry about the
I
turkey.
agree with that. I
Or
definitely.
turkeys,
Just
because you'll all be
going
there.
on, you know, what I read from you, maybe not everybody, but at least the department as a whole to,
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I guess I wasn't explaining right. I mean, I would like to give everybody one, but if we don't have the money, we don't have
Yep.
the money.
no, that's, okay. So how does the board want to proceed, I guess? With the 27, or make it 29, 2 for the fire department?
Yes.
Are
Yes.
two enough?
Would 2 feed you all?
I don't know.
They did 2 turkeys on Saturday, and I think they still had some left over.
Really?
Good. 29 turkeys. Or,
29.
yep, 29 people.
Well, I think it's just that, I think if you go with the weekly, the recommendation from Sally, and then add a couple on for the fire department.
Yes.
So,
So it equals out to what? 27 and 2?
right, no, but I'm
Unless
saying
there's
is
twins,
that-
of course.
No, I'm just saying is that, you know, as far as the clarification, it would be for the, you know, Sally's recommendation, endorsing Sally's recommendation, and then adding a couple on for the fire department.
Is that a
Second.
motion? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to accept the recommendation of the treasurer to order 27, or use the number of 27 employees for employee appreciation, and that would be those who get a weekly payroll check regardless of the number of hours worked, as well as adding 2 for the entire fire department.
Can I ask a question?
You may.
If she finds that she made a mistake, if we tie it down to just to a set number of 27, then if we spend more and we have 28 or 29 from the town hall, are we going to get in trouble if we do that?
We
Based on
could
that
just
motion?
say, all the employees get a regular weekly paycheck.
Yes.
And
Plus
plus 2 extra turkeys for the fire department.
Right, and that way we're not tied to a
Okay.
number.
Friendly amendment?
So we have a friendly amendment to say that all the employees who get a weekly payroll check, in addition to 2 for the fire department, will be receiving the employee appreciation item this year. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. That brings us to the cemetery.
Do you want me to
Can
get?
we, Sandy, you're just here for one thing, correct?
Yeah, we got, I gotta go get Mary Beth. if you're
Yeah.
gonna-
Well, can we take Sandy out of order while you go get Mary Beth?
Sure, please.
It's been
Second?
moved and seconded to take Sandy out of order for a cemetery deed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Is there any
Aye.
discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
This will just take a second, sorry.
It's very quick. It's for lot number 355 in North Cemetery for Lawrence Shippey Senior or Sonia Shippey.
What was it, lot?
355.
Sonia? Okay.
Where does it say that?
Different page.
Yeah, that would help.
Find your detail.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Ball,
I move that we approve the warranty, the Vermont warranty deed exchange for Lot 355 in the North Cemetery from Lawrence Shippey Senior or Sonia Shippey to Lawrence
Well, no, that's not there. Or Sonia Shippey.
or
That's it.
Sonia Shippey.
Second.
Mike would like to use that. Just for a minute.
it's been moved and seconded that we approve the Vermont warranty deed for lot number 355 in the North Cemetery for Lawrence Shippey Senior and Sonia Shippey. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I say when people I know buy cemetery deeds, it's like,
Do we have to do this, or is that one of those things every year we can give you authority to do to take care of that?
You have to sign the deed.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
From the select board. Nice try.
Yeah. Anything to make your job easier.
Or yours.
If there is that.
Come on to you.
She is coming.
Thank you very much.
Probably for the cemetery bids,
It is.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
It is.
All right. Because I was going to say, why don't we take them while we're waiting? But no.
Want to do the wages?
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
Have a lovely
Thank you.
evening.
I didn't bring my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. This one right here.
No, this is nice. Caretaking bids is next.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for the
We're
cemetery
waiting
people
for
to come in.
Oh.
Mary Lynn.
Mary Lynn.
She's our chairman.
I thought you said Mary Beth.
I probably did.
Oh, I said Mary Lynn.
Oh,
I-
okay.
Maybe I said it.
Said Mary Beth.
Maybe I said Mary
See, I
Beth.
heard Mary Lynn. Maybe because I knew that's who was coming.
I didn't know, no, because I thought you were gonna go get her for the ratification portion.
I
No.
forgot my notes as to what we did for that.
Yeah, I haven't got it either. I lost a lot of it because my computer crashed again, so.
Can't ratify it. Mike, you must have it on that phone of yours.
I know it's 1782 or something like that. It is 1782. Because I said, you sure it isn't 1783? Because blah, blah. But I was wrong. Because I was looking at an older one.
Here's your ones.
Okay.
She said we don't have to worry about that now.
Hi there.
Cool.
Now, can I ask a question, just to get us completely off track? 2 weeks ago, we talked about, just generally talked about, hiring out for all of the grass in town. Has the finance committee had a chance to discuss that?
We have, and we're gathering information.
Would it be beneficial to hold off on these until we,
No, I don't think so. I think it would be better to do this, and then so we can get the cemetery budget in, and then if it needs to be adjusted, that could be, a modification later rather than holding this off.
because if we were to offer a company the whole town as opposed to just the cemeteries, would that bring in a better price or a more competitive price? Does that sound off kilter?
Yeah, I'm just waiting, I need to know, we need to find out how much it's costing to do the areas that they have now. I need to finish gathering that information and how many people it involves and what the cost is.
But if we okay a bid, and it's done in a public meeting, and then we decide to have somebody do all of it, how would
I mean,
you
we
handle
could
that?
go to whoever that person is and say, you know, would you
Would you like
accept
to
these
add
other
more to it?
areas, and how much would it be?
If you accepted a bid tonight, you've at least separated cemetery, because it would
Right.
have to be an amount for cemetery. But then if you went with a town-wide thing, then you could approach these people, and these people, and whoever else, and they would only give a modified bid, I suppose, you know. And the others that weren't awarded the bid would put in for a full townwide thing, I guess, right? Am I making sense? Nobody's looking at me.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, too.
I see what you're saying, but to me then, it's not offering the whole town. It's only offering,
Well, you still need an, you still need an amount to put in the cemetery bid.
Bid.
So,
Right.
no,
I mean,
that part of
would
it.
it be conceivable to go, I hate doing this, but to go back and ask these three people for a bid, not only for the cemeteries, but in addition, all the green space in town?
We haven't even identified the
Yeah.
size of it. you
Right,
know.
yeah.
Okay.
All I was gonna say is if you turn around and award a certain company the cemetery bids, and then you go back and do a town-wide bid, the one thing you couldn't put back out is
It's the
the
cemetery,
bids.
exactly.
Right.
No, we wouldn't do
Right,
that.
no, we
No,
wouldn't put that
wouldn't
back
do
out.
that.
But I guess I'm putting the cart before the horse
Yeah.
here.
We don't have all that information yet.
Now, who are, I know who Howe's are, I know who two big guys are. Who are Green Mountain,
They're out of Saxon's River.
Saxton's River? That's far.
Those fellows,
I don't have to take the lowest bid, right?
No, you don't take the lowest, not necessarily, no.
So what is your recommendation, I guess I should ask? Or the recommendation of the cemetery committee?
Can we go into executive session?
Yeah, we have to.
Oh, okay. I apologize, it's a contractual matter.
Oh, Mr. Chair.
Miss O'Donnell,
I move that we go into executive session with Marilyn on a contractual matter, the disclosure of which at this time might be detrimental to the town and/or individuals or companies involved.
I'll second that, but can I have a discussion before we make that motion? I believe you have two things.
right.
Do you want to go in, do we make
Do we
a
need-
motion to go in for the two things?
no, they're two separate.
Oh, so we come
We
back
come back.
out, come back out,
Come
okay.
back in again, yeah.
So it's been moved and seconded to go into executive session with Mary Lynn Sherlin on a contractual matter. The disclosure of at this time may be detrimental to the town and/or the individuals involved. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.